Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. I'm Jen, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're tapping into the waxing moon energy for fire signs. This is the space where things begin to build, expand, and come to life. This is the phase of momentum, of nurturing a desire and actually starting to see it take shape. So as you settle in, take a deep breath. Allow yourself to soften your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and gently come into this present moment. I want you to bring a dream to mind, something you've been thinking about, something you've been wanting to call in, or maybe even doubting just a little. Hold that vision gently, and as you do, ask yourself this question: what is one version of me I am ready to grow into right now? I want you to hold that version as we move into this reading. Be sure to tap like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I love connecting with you. Let's get started. We're going to go ahead and jump in, and we are going to get a general energy. We're going to start with the wisdom of the oracle. Let's see what general energy is coming in for this waxing cycle for fire signs. Let's see what energy is coming through. I got a few. I'm going to put those back. I just want one. Just one, please, for fire signs. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. And fire signs, we are getting milk and honey. So I'm feeling some sweet life. I'm feeling some things coming to a very good resolution. Just sweetness. We have this sweet little elephant. So let's see what message is coming through for milk and honey. Number 51. Let's see. All right. Essential meanings: the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. The oracle message is: you've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious, when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. So, fire signs, you've come to a very beautiful energy. I'm really getting all areas of your life. Just really feeling the sweet life. And that is really a big message coming through from Spirit. Allow yourself to relish in this, right? Although we're in a building, waxing cycle, it's this energy that helps us to manifest dreams and desires aligned, right? Aligned with what we really want to call in. So live in this energy, right? This is a good energy, and it really helps to bring in those manifestations. High vibes. That's what I'm getting. High vibes. Fire signs. All right, we're going to jump into tarot. Let's see what messages are coming through for fire signs. Okay. What is coming through for fire signs for this waxing cycle? All right. Thank you, Spirit. And we are getting for you, fire signs, the Strength card. This is the energy you are needing to embody as you are moving into this waxing cycle. We have the Star. This is the energy you are needing to co-create with the universe. We have the Page of Pentacles. This is the energy that you are needing to lean into during this cycle. And we have advice from Spirit, which is the Five of Pentacles. All right, fire signs. So, again, this is I'm feeling very prosperous. So there is really something that you are putting into place. Again, hold that version of you. What is it that you want to grow into? I'm getting healed. I'm getting strength, fortitude. So there's a lot coming in. Let's go ahead and see what comes through. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. So this is the energy underneath it all. And the Four of Pentacles is, it's a stable energy. We have four. Four is a very stable number. It can also be a number of manifestation, right? You're at a foundation level. You've built some really great stable grounding or footing. And so from there, it's like, what is it that you want to expand on? What is it that you want to call in? Now, Earth is very tangible. Again, it's all of our resources. It's our earth, our material goods. It is, again, very grounded, very stable. It's our money. This is really what I'm getting. So I am really feeling fire signs that during this waxing moon energy cycle, you are really wanting to pull in a very stable energy with your finances, with your money. This could be you building the wealth or the things that you need for a home, right? So that you have things that you can feel safe and secure with. Again, maybe just saving for, excuse me, a rainy day. But there's a real big focus of you, again, wanting to feel grounded and stable, saving money, being very prosperous and abundant. Now, one small message coming through is you really have an idea, like you know what you want to do. There are some practical steps that you've been taking, but you're clinging too much to one outcome, right? Spirit is asking you to open up a little bit because there are going to be some things coming through. And what I'm getting is, it's like when you're asking for, like, I want to buy this, your vision is one way. It could be, I need to have this much money so I can get this. A brand new pair of shoes, okay? So you're thinking, well, I don't have the money because all of my check that comes, I have to pay bills. Well, there's other things that Spirit really wants to bring in, and it could be maybe somebody that you had loaned money to gives you the money back, and then there you have the money that you need to buy those shoes. Maybe there is something that you bought and you returned and that refund comes back, and there you go. So again, open up, because the way that it's coming through is not the way that you are seeing and envisioning it. So open up a little. Spirit wants to come in. All right, so the energy you are needing to embody as you move through this waxing cycle is that of strength. So again, I want you to think back to that version of you that I've asked you to really think about. And this is where you are standing strong. You are standing in internal grace, fortitude, strength, and the courage to be able to accomplish anything. So whatever dream that you are wanting to manifest, want to pull in, want to work on, especially during this waxing cycle, Spirit is really asking you to see yourself in the highest version, right? So and imagine what that would look like for you to be embodied, the energy of you having that dream. So maybe you want to build a bakery, and those are the things you're working on, right? You're trying to get the financing to find the building, to be able to do all of those things. Your visions of what you are expanding on, when you see yourself in that, see yourself in that highest energy, right? You having the strength to walk into those doors and say, this is my space, this is my bakery. You having the strength and fortitude to know, and the creativity to say anything's possible. For you to have the strength to say, no matter what I want, I know that Spirit's going to come through. Spirit is going to be on my side, so I can manifest, I can build, I can create, I can start nurturing that. So again, it's this level of confidence. Now, when we have very great confidence, it doesn't mean we have no fears, right? We're going to have a lot of fears. That's just the way human nature is. We are always there's going to be doubts, and there's always going to be things that we're going to second guess. And Spirit is saying during this time, embody the energy of, yes, I might have these fears, but I'm going to stand strong, right? I have my plan. I have the things that I want to do. I have my vision. I have those things, and I'm going to stand strong, and I'm going to face that fear. That fear is there. Again, it's our instincts from primitive times, and we're always going to have that, and it's for your safety. But when that fear comes in, whether it's a thought, whether it's a feeling, whether it's a feeling that invokes a thought, that's where you become mindful and you stop and you say, I understand. I feel it. I know. Do you know what? It is scary. And you work with that fear instead of shoving it away, right? Because when we shove, we repress, and repress at some point is going to have to come back up. And so instead we work with that energy. So this moment, you are embodying the energy of strength, of courage, of fortitude, to be able to face any of those fears that you may have. Now, if you're a fire sign that is not there yet, this is advice from Spirit to say, I need to think about what are the things that I need to do to acknowledge those fears. Maybe that's where it's at. Maybe I'm not even feeling, and I'm becoming reactive to those fears that come up. That's where we stop and we feel where is it coming from in our bodies, right? We become mindful. What's my body? What are my emotions? What are those things telling me? And what can I do to help soothe, right, myself? Am I writing it out? Am I rewriting the story? Am I taking those fearful thoughts and am I rewriting them into affirmations that will help me? Am I checking my body, right? I got somebody is worrying and it's disrupting their sleep. So do I need to start creating a ritual at night, a routine, a sleep routine, to help build the healthiness so that I can feel the confidence, so I can increase my confidence, so I can trust myself? Because that's a big energy here. For those of you who aren't feeling that is what is asked. So at this time, the energy you are needing to embody is this strength, this trust internal, to know that you are able to accomplish anything and the possibilities are unlimited. Now, what you are meant to co-create with the universe during this time is the star. This is hope, healing, inspiration. This is that card of actually pulling in that dream. So that dream that you brought to mind when we began, I want you to pull that back in. And this is where Spirit is asking, right? What are some things that could be blocking right? Is it some of those fears? Is it that I need to heal some of those conditioning, some of those things that I may have inside of me? It could be money. We're gonna talk about this. It could be some money wounds that you have, or some lack mentality, right? So this is where you're co-creating the energy of being able to do some self-reflection of going, I am pulling in this dream. Where am I in this progress of me pulling in this dream? Have I just been visioning it? If I'm just in the visions, are my visions aligned with the milk and honey? Are they aligned with the sweet life? Am I really seeing myself in a positive light doing those things? And if I'm not, that's where you are starting to say, I need to heal those, right? Those are some things you need to work on. And it's not failure to recognize them. It's actual saying, hey, I am determined. I want to manifest my best life, and I am not living at the highest vibration that I need to pull in this dream. I'm going to fix that, right? This could be doing some type of, like, I'm thinking water. I'm getting water therapy. You could go swimming. You might need to go, maybe there's a spa. Maybe there is like a massage, and I'm getting like trickling water, like the music. So this is really giving you that opportunity, because some of the energy that I'm feeling is it's stuck. It's energy that is healed, right? It just needs to be released and massaged out. So those are some things that Spirit is really coming in saying, like, what are some of those things that you need to do to nourish your body? Because nourishing yourself, right? Giving yourself, hydrate, right? Drink your water. It's helping you to be able to have the strength, the courage, the confidence to be able to pull in this dream. And so the energy that you are needing to co-create right now is that energy of you healing body, mind, spirit. Maybe it is a mindset. And so you're writing out, what are those fears? What are those blocks? Those things that are coming to mind. Rewrite them. Again, I got that message. Rewrite as an affirmation and start placing them around your environment. Maybe it's the dream I'm pulling in is a brand new position. Embody that energy, right? Nourish yourself. Dress the way that person of you, that version of you that has that position. Speak in those ways. If there are books that you need to read, so I'm really getting at this time, you are meant to really look at, is the version of you right now, body, mind, and spirit, aligned with the version that you are wanting to manifest, right? That dream that you want to pull in. If it's not aligned, that's where you have to look at it and go, okay, there's a simplification. It's not, I have to add extra, right? It's simplifying. What are the things that are going to be the most nourishing and healing for me so that I can shift, right? Shift that version. Feel the confidence, like have that confident mindset as I'm moving forward with this dream. So really co-creating those experiences that are bringing in inspiration, that are bringing in that healing, that hope, again, elevating your vibration, nourishing yourself. And again, I keep getting mind, body, spirit. So really focus on all of those things. There could be some meditation or some prayer, or getting with a group that's a like-minded group that you're feeling, that you need to, it's almost like social therapy, right? Go and connect with your friends and talk and be inspired and be creative and talk about these things, right? Share it, express it. That's that voice you're manifesting as you're expressing it into the universe. So at this time, co-create those experiences, those things that are nourishing you and your dream holistically, like all of those parts. That's because the energy you're needing to lean into is the Page of Pentacles. Again, this is another Earth. We have, it's interesting, we have 2 major arcana and then we have all Earth, right? So this is, Page is a young energy. It's fresh. It's there's messages coming through. So fire signs, really think about what were the questions that you have put out into the universe, because messages are coming back. Again, this is a brand new start, and this is really feeling the groundedness, right, of that Earth, really being stable, really keeping that foundation, right, that you have built. And if you don't have that, that's where you start, right? Whatever that dream is, if it is needing money, there is an energy coming through that you are needing to make a plan. I'm getting a piece of paper and I'm getting you write down, right? Start planning. If it's on a computer, because you're a computer person, but you need to start putting in place words, actions, like an action plan, a timeline. I'm getting a timeline. And the interesting thing about Earth is it's consistent. It's slow. It is what you are building right now and you're putting your energy to, it is going to stand the test of time, right? You're building stability. You're building something that is strong. And so I'm getting, like, again, don't cut corners. And fire signs, sometimes you can be very impulsive, right? Anyone can, but you have a lot of impulsivity that comes along with that. So what Spirit is really saying is ground your energy, ground your dream in the plan, right? Creating those steps, creating the timeline, creating the things that, like, prioritizing. This is what I need to focus on first. These are those big things. It's really taking that big dream. I'm getting, it's called backwards design. It's where we see the big version, the big vision, right? What we want to accomplish, and we start working backwards. So what, all the way down to the very first step. And so that really helps because especially like if you have the big vision in your mind, that gives you the opportunity to really see what is it that you need to start right now. It also gives you a place to start. And that is really what's coming through. It's time for you to start it. Some of you have, right? But this is that waxing moon energy. And this is that perfect time too. This is where your thoughts and your ideas and all of the things are just swirling. I'm getting like a mind, and there's just all of these things through it, but it needs to be grounded. You need to pull that spark, those inspirations, all of those nudges, all of those things, and ground it in reality so that you can start building that. That is what this energy is. Lean into that. Start making that plan. Start taking the steps. Start researching. Start growing what you need to grow with, again, your body, your mind, your spirit. I know this is an Earth card, but again, there's that whole healing, right? That whole, like, I need to... again, everything is flying around. ground it, bring it back down to earth, right? So the energy you are needing to lean into right now is making that plan. You have something in mind, you have a dream, and embody that version of you manifesting that dream. If you are wanting to be a teacher, what does that look like? What do you look like as a teacher? If you want to be a leader, what does it look like you leading? What are you dressing like? What do you eat when you're a leader? How do you speak when you're a leader? So those are the things that you are really, and if you don't know, then that's where you get creative. And that's where you go, okay, what is it that I want to reflect into the world? This is your time to be able to build it. Now, advice from Spirit is lift your head. Right? There's some lower energies that I'm feeling. This is a very lack. This can be victim mentality, victim mindset, victimhood. There could very well have been a situation where you have lost something, right? But it's time for you to start rebuilding without, right? So I got... If you have just recently been foreclosed on a house and you've lost your house, right? It is what it is. And you can't move forward until you release that. And so that is being asked of you right now. Release that energy. Again, heal. There's some money energy wounding that I'm feeling, maybe some lack mentality, maybe I'm feeling out in the cold from a certain group of people you were with, or maybe again a financial loss. So that's where you are. One, acknowledge that. Okay, when we don't give ourselves the chance to grieve that energy, right? To grieve those losses, we are not giving ourselves the chance to heal. So acknowledge it. This is where I'm getting that same type of thing. A fear is coming in, and so I feel like this energy is coming in. And so you just facing it, you lifting your head and just saying, I understand. I know this has happened, right? I feel awful. I feel icky. This is sadness. This is frustration. I'm feeling, very low vibes. Feel those low vibes. Acknowledge them. Now, also know those are feelings, those are signals, those are things. They're not you, but they are nudges, and they're energies to help you, again, overcome. Help you to see what it was not meant to be. And I'm also getting, it's an interest, I'm getting kind of a blessing in disguise. I just had the Hierophant blessing hands kind of flash. And so whatever it was that you have lost, there's a blessing in disguise. So look at it. And so your advice is to say, what were those things that I learned? What were those things that I know I don't want to repeat? What were those things that maybe I didn't ask for help? Maybe I didn't ask because of whatever reason. It could be ego, could be I didn't have the resources, or didn't know I had the resources around, right? I was trying to be self-sufficient when I could have very well have asked. So be reflective, right? Advice from Spirit is be reflective on that moment, because it's there for you so that, one, you can heal the parts of what need to be healed, so you can continue to manifest that dream that is coming through. All right, fire signs. We are going to end with a mindful practice that you can incorporate during this waxing moon energy to heal, to build, to give yourself the space to feel calm. So let's see what's coming through for you, fire signs. Thank you, Spirit. And we are getting for you, learn something new. Time spent picking up a new skill or diving into a new subject will give you time and space to reframe your life. All right, so it's time to learn a new skill. That is really kind of tapping into that energy of the Page of Pentacles, right? So what is it that you are manifesting? Is what you're embodying, the energy that you're reflecting, is it aligned with that? If not, learn that new skill. Buy the book that helps you. Take the course. Talk to a mentor. Look at some career counseling. So there's all kinds of different ways that you do some Google searches, right? Get on YouTube and type in some of those things and see what comes back. But you are meant this week during this waxing moon energy, this cycle, to learn something new. All right, fire signs, that's what I have for you. If there are any feel-good vibes you would like me to send your way, please drop it in the comment and I'll definitely send them on. Until we meet again, with much love and appreciation, be well. See you next time. Bye-bye.